Hey guys, it's Evan with Sense or Sense. I'm coming to you today to talk about a credit card that I have found the most useful this year. There are actually two. I've already talked about one, but I'm going to talk today about the Chase Freedom Flex. The great thing about this card is that it is a zero annual fee card that has great value for you in the long term. This is a keeper forever. I don't think I'd ever get rid of it. I've had one form or another of this card for well over 10 years now. They've changed some basic benefits, but ultimately the Chase Freedom Flex is one of the cards that I use every single week, and almost always find it useful for some category. The way this particular card works is it has a quarterly bonus. You earn 5% cash back or 5 UR points. That's how the Chase ecosystem works, is that you earn ultimate rewards points. So you can basically consider them as a minimum value of 1 cent per point, because Chase allows you to cash in those points for 1 cent per point. There is no devalued amount like American Express and some other issuers have for them. So at a minimum, 5% cash back, 5 UR points is the same. So the beauty about this card is every single quarter, January through March, April through June, and so on, they have a rotating category or rotating series of categories that you earn bonus money on. And they're 5% cash back on those particular cash back categories for that quarter. And so I want to do what I want to do is I want to look at the quarters that have been so far this year, the quarters for 2024. So January through March, it was grocery stores, excluding Walmart and Target, fitness clubs and gym memberships, and self-care and spa services. So you can consider haircuts and things like that as self-care. So it was very easy to use this in the first quarter of this year. I used it on several haircuts. I used it obviously on grocery stores, and I used it on a gym membership. So all three of those categories were utilized. Now, it is capped at $1,500 per quarter, but I don't seem to have very many problems with keeping under that $1,500 per quarter. I actually have a player too. My wife, she has the exact same card, so I can have up to $3,000 per quarter, but I didn't actually use it in the first quarter. $1,500 was enough for me. So I earned 5x on all those categories. And during April and June, the 5x, April through June, the 5x is on Amazon, hotels, and restaurants. Again, in my opinion, easy to use, $1,500 worth. There's a trick. I always, if I don't get to the $1,500, I always add money to my Amazon account at the end of the quarter. If I haven't used the $1,500, I might as well get 5x on all the Amazon, for the next several months that I plan on using anyways. So one of the other tricks about this card that most people misunderstand or may not know about is it also earns 3% back on dining all the time, not each quarter, it's just all the time, 3% back on dining, and it earns 3% on drugstores. So anytime that the bonus category includes one of those two categories, dining or drugstores, you're actually going to be earning more like 7 UR points or 7% cash back. And the reason for that is that 5% bonus is based on a base rate of you earning 1 point per dollar on every purchase. So they give you 4 extra points for the purchase as well. If you're already earning 3 points on dining normally, and now they've increased it by 4 extra points, you're effectively getting 7 UR points per dollar spent. So it's an amazing setup. It is a way to earn a lot of UR points. UR points are exceptionally valuable, especially if you want to transfer to, say, Hyatt or some other airlines that you can access through the Chase ecosystem. I have found these points to be very, very valuable in the long term. I just booked a 10th anniversary for my wife and I in Paris using nothing but UR points that I earned off of similar deals to this, and it was about an $800 to $900 a room per night that I used points on, and I was able to obtain 2.5 points per dollar for that booking. I think I spent about 35,000 points per night. So on an $800 room, that's over 2 points per dollar, and that's great value. That means that anytime I'm earning, 5, 6, 7 UR points using the Freedom Flex, I'm effectively getting, on a lot of my redemptions, I'm getting 2 times that in cash equivalent value. So in the case of my Hyatt redemption, I was actually able to turn that 7x UR points into about 14% cash back. That's real value. I mean, you can see that if you spend $10,000 a year and you get 10% back, you're talking about $1,000 in your pocket for basically everyday spend. This is not spend that I didn't plan on doing anyway. It's mostly groceries, gas, Amazon, hotels, things like that. Nothing crazy. I'm not going out trying to rack up a bunch of points on purchasing things and then not paying off my credit card. That's not the point. But the great thing about it, again, is that it has 0 annual fee. It has these rotating categories. It also right now has a low intro APR, 0% intro APR for 15 months. So that's great also too. For anybody that wants to make purchases and not pay, just pay the minimum, they can keep a 0% APR and arbitrage that with the markets paying 5% right now. So, and then finally, it offers a $200 bonus after you spend $500 in purchases in the first 3 months. That's also a great deal. I mean, that's 40% cash back on your first $500 in purchases. So this card is a great card. I will be keeping it in my wallet for a very long time. I've already kept it in my wallet for a long time. They've added some recent benefits to it. I won't get into all that, but there's some additional card benefits that include purchase protection, which covers your new purchases for up to 120 days against damage or theft up to $500 per claim. That's pretty good. And then the big one, the extended warranty protection. So anything that you buy on this card, they'll extend the warranty up to 1 year, and that's exceptionally valuable, especially when you're buying something like a TV or electronics. My 6-year-old loves to take his Nintendo Wii and drop it, and you can get an extra year warranty on it. It can save you hundreds of dollars. So you're right. I love the Freedom Flex. I use it every single quarter for the bonus categories, and I use it for everyday spend a lot of times for especially drugstores when I have to go pick up prescriptions and things like that for my wife or my son. So I appreciate you guys tuning in today. I hope you found some of this information useful. My name's Evan. This is Sense or Sense. I would appreciate it if you like this video. You could smash that like button and subscribe, and I will see you guys soon. Thanks for tuning in.